Hi, good morning students. Welcome back to this new session. In order to create a positive frame of mind, there is a quote. Listen to those lines. All of us do not have equal talent, but all of us have an equal opportunity to develop our talent. Yes, we all have, or you all have, different talent. In the same way, the opportunity is equal to all. That is your duty. These opportunities, use maximum and develop your own capacities. Okay, come back to the lesson. Today, I wish to talk about the disorders or diseases of nervous system. They are Alzheimer's, then Parkinson's and epilepsy. Yes, various kinds of diseases are there. Diseases caused due to causative organisms like bacteria, virus, fungi, etc. The nervous system also affects various kinds of diseases or disorders. What may be the reason for the disease which affects the nervous system? Of course, it is because of the problems happens in the neurons. It is because of neurological problems. So first disease is Alzheimer's. As you all know, the film Tanmatra, yes, Mohanlal Mohanlal has shown the symptoms of the Alzheimer's disease in that particular film. Don't you remember what are the symptoms? Yes, complete loss of memory, inability to recognize relatives, friends, etc. That is the meaning, complete loss of memory. Then, similarly, inability to do the routine work. What all works are there? Feel much difficulty to do all this work. These are the symptoms of the disease Alzheimer's. Then how does the name come? The name is after a German psychiatrist and neurologist named Alois Alzheimer. Yes, because of this, the name of the disease is Alzheimer's disease. Means it first studied by this psychiatrist and neurologist, the Alois Alzheimer. Then what are the cause of the disease? For this Alzheimer's disease, it is because of neurological problem. Then what are the neurological problems? We have studied structural and functional unit of nervous system is neuron. Destruction of the neuron. What is the first cause? Destruction of the neuron. Then second cause is that accumulation of a kind of insoluble protein in the brain. Two causes are there. First one is loss of the neuron or destruction of the neuron, and second one is accumulation of insoluble protein in the neuron. Then when we study about the causes, symptoms of a particular disease, first we should try to study the symptoms. I'll say one example. Fever. In the case of fever, what comes first in our mind? Yes, increased temperature. Not about the causative organism, virus or some other factors or like that. So that whenever we study the causes, symptoms, etc. of a particular disease, try to study first its symptom. Then you will be able to recognize different kinds of diseases. Based on your syllabus, 10th standard syllabus, you have to study only 3 disorders and its causes as well as the symptoms. So here there is no much confusion and difficulty to understand. Okay, the next one is Parkinson's disease. Yes, Parkinson's disease. What are the symptoms? We all heard the old people found difficulty to do their activities, especially problems happens in the muscles, shivering their fingers, hand, etc. Even taking the food, here the lips, this area also shivering we can see. So Parkinson's disease, the first symptom is loss of body balance. It is because of that shivering, muscular problem. Then profuse salivation. Saliva comes out from the mouth. First symptom is, yes, okay, that is loss of body balance. Second one is shivering. Then third one is profuse salivation. Then what are the reasons for this Parkinson's disease? Here you can see ganglion. They are group of neurons. Destruction of ganglion. First one. Second symptom is production of dopamine reduced. Have you heard about this dopamine? Don't you remember about the neurotransmitters? Yes, they helps to convert the electric charges, or the impulses are in the form of electric charges. Yes, dopamine and acetylcholine converts these impulses into chemical during when it reaches in the synapse. So this dopamine, production of dopamine is reduced. It's a neurotransmitter. Okay, students. Then third one is epilepsy. The third disease is epilepsy. Yes, what are the symptoms? Yes, here also we can remember another film named Sargam. The film actor Manoj K. Jain did the symptoms of the epilepsy very well. Yes, clenching of teeth and muscular contraction. Here you can see clenching of teeth, then frothy discharge from the mouth. What is frothy discharge? The saliva forms a bubble-like condition and it forms that frothy discharge from the mouth, clenching of the teeth and muscular contraction. Then later it follows that patient become unconscious. So that is these are the symptoms of the disease epilepsy. Yes. Next we should know what is the cause of this epilepsy. Cause of epilepsy. Irregular flow of electric charges in the brain. We have studied on either side of the plasma membrane due to the presence of ions, positive charge outside and negative charge inside, and impulses are transmitted as electric charges, and the movement of or the messages are reaches to the brain and spinal cord through the neuron in the form of electric charges. If there is any problem in this electric charges, maybe the speed is increases or irregularity is there, that is the reason for epilepsy. Okay students, based on your syllabus, you have to study the causes and symptoms of 3 diseases which affects our nervous system. Then there is Another activity is given. Find out the name of some diseases which also affects the nervous system. Can you name any other disease other than these? Can you find out? Yes, have you heard about cerebral palsy? It is also because of the problems in the neuron, and symptoms are actually mainly it affects the muscles. Before the birth itself it happens, during schooling or in the smaller age we can identify. So that's all about the cerebral palsy. Another one is Bell's palsy. Bell's palsy. Yes, this affects facial muscles. Then one more example is there, that is motor neuron disease. Motor neuron disease. Yes, that affects in the motor neuron. We have studied sensory neuron carries impulses to the brain and spinal cord, while motor neuron carries impulses from the brain and spinal cord to various parts of the body. So that it is affect. This disorder affects especially in the motor neuron. That is why it is known as motor neuron disease. Okay children, when we summarize, you can see we have studied disorders of the nervous system, especially epilepsy, Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, 3 diseases, causes of this disease as well as the symptoms of the disease. Then 3 more examples we have studied. They are cerebral palsy, Bell's palsy, motor neuron disease, etc. By studying this content, you will be able to understand our nervous system also affects certain kinds of diseases. That's all about today's class. Thank you children. Thank you for watching this video.